Hi, I'm Emily, Director of Marketing here at Carma. I'm here with Pete, our Director of Buying at one of our Sell To centres. Today we're going to take a peek under the hood and show you why Carma is at the forefront of transforming the pre-owned car industry here in Australia. So Pete, can you tell me a bit about your career history before you joined Carma?
Yeah, I spent the better part of 30 years of my life buying and selling pre-owned cars, buying hundreds of cars every month, so tens of thousands of cars, valuing hundreds of thousands of cars across wholesale networks, retail dealerships, auction houses and the like. So a fair few cars there when you think about the amount of cars that you've sort of looked at and valued, probably into the millions.
I guess it makes you one of the leading car experts in the country. What was it about Carma and this opportunity that hooked you in?
Yeah, look, I guess at the time when I met Locke and Yoss in a pub out at Parramatta to chat about what they were looking to do, had got their funding and that had been put in place, but then they were looking to build the team. I was running my own business, highly successful, but understanding that the used car process for people was so broken and such a disappointing reality that people went through, to actually take that opportunity that's an online business that no one thought would do it and not be a trusted experience for people, was the opportunity to really, to break that mold of what's the traditional method. At
the start, Carma was more focused on selling cars to customers. Why are we now so focused on the other side of the experience?
Yeah, look, obviously it's resonated so well with our customers, people being able to buy a high quality car from us, but we understood quite quickly that the process was just as broken for people selling, and giving people access to a dealer who really wants to buy cars and to deliver a great experience is the reason why the Sell To part of our business has been such a huge success and such a huge growth for us.
What are those things about selling a car that we find our customers have really disliked in the past that we're solving for?
Yeah, look, trust is one of them. People are going to do a transaction, tens of thousands of dollars on their driveway, not having someone that they could really trust in that, but also dealing with haggling, the offers that are poor and those things on their weekends. People are time poor, they just want to get it done. They want to get a fair price and they want to move it on so they can get on with the rest of their life or use the money the way they need to.
We're here at one of our Sell To centres. How does the process work?
Yeah, easily. Jump on our website. You put in your rego number, add some details about the car. We'll send you out a valuation quickly and then we can book in an appointment. Once you've done that, quite simple, you come in and meet one of our guys here who'll inspect you, meet a human, who'll inspect the car and walk around, confirm those details, and we get you paid instantly on the spot. So before you leave, money's in your account.
What's the quickest someone's ever done that process, like from putting in the form to actually their car being sold, the money in their account?
Relatively recently, we saw a customer submit and about 3 hours later, we'd actually been there, paid for the car, picked it up, and they were done and off to spend the money on whatever they needed it for. So 3 hours end to end.
Beats months on marketplaces.
It sure does. We currently have 8 centres across Sydney. Our 8th centre in Katara, which is enormous, but driven really by people. Consumers have showed us the sentiment to sell us cars from even that distance. People happy to bring the car to us because obviously there's not enough options there. So that's the motivation behind why we've sort of moved to Newcastle as our next centre. And
is there going to be more after that?
Yeah, we will continue to expand, absolutely.
When people are selling us their car, what tips would you give them, regardless of whether they sell their car to Carma or somewhere else, what are those kind of tips that you give them?
Yeah, look, there's a lot to look at. The big one is just present the car as best you can. The person that's going to buy the car from you, they don't want to know that, the car's been parked under the trees and it's got lots of leaves in there. So present the car the best you can. So Pete, what's next and what are you excited for about kind of expanding Sell To Carma? Absolutely, yeah, delivering a service that's quick and efficient that customers really have already shown they want, and delivering that to more people, whether across all the East Coast or wider Australia, and really delivering what we've seen already has become, a favoured choice for people selling.